flat, sometimes green or blue. It was actually like this. And it was designed to dust. And it was a great mop for dusting, right? But the problem with it was it didn't pick up any moisture. Now we have 8,000 long strings of microfiber, and on the inside another 4,000 little strings for scrubbing things like tiles and that. Now, he's really neat because you use him to dust the floor. It picks up cat hair, dog hair, it'll pick up husband's hair if he sheds a little like I do, right? It's tremendous around the baseboards because it doesn't matter what mop you're going to use. It's actually going to drive the dirt in because it just kind of squeaks. This one actually works like a street sweeper. Bring the dirt out off the wall. But don't stop on the floor. Use it to dust off baseboards. It's tremendous for picking up things in the corners like cobwebs. Now use it dry just to dust your plain walls. Now our walls carry approximately 40% of the household dust on the walls. To release the dust, simply take it outside and give it a quick shake. If you don't like the neighbors so much, closer to the window the better, right? Now it does all kinds of windows and stuff. The problem with a 4-foot handle is if you're trying to do a window, you might knock the husband out or knock off a lamp, right? So take it and break it down into a little handheld unit. Now you can do things like windows and mirrors in the home with just plain tap water. Now, the other thing is microfiber is clinically proven to pick up 94% of bacteria. So just a little bit of tap water will actually clean and pick up the bacteria in seconds and streak free. Now outside, you're going to use it the exact same way on windows. The difference is instead of carrying a spray bottle around, take yourself a garden hose the window off, reach up, it weighs less than 1.5 pounds and you can actually clean the window. The neat thing about it as well is if you want it longer, take this end out and screw a broom handle in. Now for picking up moisture, all mops are kind of exactly the same. They don't pick anything up until you get them wet. So get them wet and wring them out. Now we're just using blue water here so you can actually see what we're doing. It's just a little bit of food coloring in it. Now folks, has anybody here ever used one of them old-fashioned string mops?
Like in the, you got the box.
Yeah, and you're squeezing it. You know what they were designed for? Boats.
Spreading the germs.
Well, that's one thing. They're called deck mops or dock mops or boat mops. Because they didn't care if they stunk and smelled because they were outside, and that's what happens with cotton mops. With microfiber, it'll never stink, it'll never smell, and it'll never ever drip or dribble. It'll actually deliver the mess to the bucket. And we're going to include the bucket because the original bucket was kind of built wrong. It was probably designed by a man. And we designed it to fit flat on the floor, which is great. But when you pour a mop into a flat bucket, you stir the dirt up, right? Where's that dirt end up? In your mop, right? Now, laminate floors or a hardwood floor might get scratched or dirt all over the tile. What we've done is we've taken our bucket and we put a 2.5-inch trench all the way around the outside of the bucket. So on the inside, it actually becomes a dirt ditch for the dirt. Rinse the bucket out or the mop out, dirt's in the bottom of the bucket. The other reason is this. If you brung out the string mop, a lot of times that big bulky machine that weighed 30 pounds didn't do it so well, so you had to step on it or squeeze it out by hand. Put it in the strainer, and if you want a wet mop for something like a tile floor or the vinyl floor in a home, now you just use it wet to break down the dirt a whole lot quicker. And it's not leaving any moisture, so you probably think it's dry, but it's not. Look at the moisture inside that mop for scrubbing. Now for you folks that own hardwoods and laminate floors at home, you know you can't leave them wet. Again, the same method, put it inside the strainer, and here's the difference. Grab the little sleeve here, okay? Don't grab the handle because when you do that, it's like putting your brakes on. The little sleeve will allow the mop to spin. Now you got a giant salad spinner for your mop. Now you can dehydrate that mop to whatever point that you want. And when you run the mop across any floor, vinyl in this case, look at it on the cement. There's no moisture there. Dries almost instantaneously. So perfect on a laminate or a hardwood, because if you read the instructions, damp mop only, streak free every single time in seconds. Now here's the best part, folks. You don't even have to buy the mop here today. It sells on the shopping channel. My friend Chad sells it there, and he sells it for $59.97. Now the box is huge, but the box is light. It's basically the bucket. So they get about $18. Here at the fair, folks, first of all, no shipping and handling. That's an $18 savings. We'll take approximately another $10 off the price, and make it an even $50. But here's the best part. We're going to give you some free gifts today. You're going to get the bucket, you're going to get your aircraft aluminum shaft and your microfiber head. Now if you've used microfiber before, folks, you know you can wash it many, many times. So what you want to do is stand on the tassels of the mop, not on the head of the mop, and simply pull up. Takes it off. Take it and throw it in the washing machine, folks, and wash it. No dryers and no fabric softener. You'll wash it hundreds of times. Now, on TV, we actually recommend you buy a second head for your mop. One to dust, one to wash. You can buy as many extra heads here today as well for $20. The first one, though, is on us. So we're going to include a second head absolutely free. Now, last but not least, folks, we're going to include one more thing for you. Microfiber, we all used it before. The traditional microfiber is tremendous for stainless steel. Glass, great for doing taps so you can go around them quickly, but here's the reason you're going to want it. If you got an LCD or plasma screen TV or a computer, read the warranty. You can't spray cleaners on it. Give this Metafield. This one's for your TVs, guys. Your computers, it's tremendous for doing up that as well. It's a value of about $21, and we're going to include that in the package as well. So you get the whole package now for $50. Now it comes with a 1-year warranty, and the best part's our money-back guarantee. Take the mop home, try it, use it and abuse it. If you don't think it's the best mop you've ever used, please don't keep it. We'll buy it back from you, no questions asked. Our 800 number, our local number, and our address is on every single invoice. Now folks, here at the fair, if you want to treat yourself, I know you don't want to carry that thing around. Even though it's lightweight, so Casey's job, you'll notice the tags back here. The lady that just walked up and walked away with a mop didn't pay for it, but she had paid earlier. So what we do is we babysit and make sure you get all the free gifts. Now, if you want to trade yourself, she also takes all credit cards, cash, and debit. If you have any questions, I will try to answer them for you.